There is a buzz in the air as word spreads throughout Los Angeles about the approaching wedding of Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp. The week of May 20 to 24 begins with a buzz in the air. Considering Sheila's infamous past, this marriage comes as a complete and utter surprise to a great number of people. Deacon, on the other hand, sees this as an opportunity for redemption and a way to demonstrate that love can genuinely triumph over all obstacles. Sheila is getting ready for what she hopes would be the last chapter in her turbulent life. She is wearing a gown that is both lovely and simple, but it nevertheless has an air of menace. Deacon, on the other hand, is standing by her side, well knowing of the dangers that may befall them, but he is under the impression that this may be the joyous moment in their lives. An expression of disbelief can be seen on the faces of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families. As a result of having been on the receiving end of Sheila's schemes in the past, Ridge, Brooke, and Eric are particularly anxious about the situation. Deacon is unwavering in his determination, blinded by a love that he believes to be true, despite the fact that they are unable to comprehend the reason why he would willingly bind himself to someone as dangerous as Sheila. Despite the fact that the wedding day is drawing near, it is becoming increasingly apparent that not everyone is eager to let this union go place without a struggle. Hope Logan, who is Deacon's daughter, is caught between supporting her father's decision and sheltering her family from the havoc that Sheila will inevitably bring. Deacon is unwavering in his conviction that Sheila has undergone a transformation, despite the fact that she confronts him and begs him to reconsider his position. While this is going on, Lime Spencer is also concerned since he is fully aware of the harm that Sheila has consistently inflicted in the past. He takes it upon himself to investigate Sheila's recent activities, with the intention of discovering something that could prevent the wedding from taking place. As Sheila's past transgressions come to the surface, his efforts lead him down a perilous path, which threatens to destroy everything that she has worked so hard to reconstruct. When Ridge and Brooke, who are both extremely protective of their families, make the decision to intervene immediately, the tension reaches a point where it is absolutely boiling over. They confront Deacon and demand that he come to his senses and renounce the wedding celebration. Deacon, nonetheless, defends Sheila and insists that everyone deserves a second shot, including someone like her. Their pleadings, however, are ignored because Deacon is advocating for Sheila. When the day of the wedding finally arrives, it is abundantly evident that the occasion is not going to be a tranquil one of any kind. The Forrester estate, which was selected as the improbable location, is divided between people who are there out of curiosity and those who are there to defend their loved ones from the potential fury of Sheila. While Sheila is getting ready to go down the aisle, she takes a minute to reflect on her life, which is a rare expression of vulnerability. The wedding is her last opportunity to regain some sort of normalcy and to demonstrate that she is capable of being more than the evil that everyone perceives her to be. She is aware of this fact. Deacon, who is currently sitting at the altar, is experiencing a mixture of optimism and terror. He is aware that this day has the potential to either mark the beginning of a new life or the day that he is finally put to rest. At the beginning of the ceremony, there is a lot of stress. Because Ridge is unable to maintain his silence, he stands up to object, but Brooke swiftly silences him because she is afraid of the situation becoming even more serious. Hope, who is visibly upset, can hardly contain her emotions as she watches her father take Sheila's hand. She is aware that this union has the potential to bring about calamity for all of them. At the very moment when it appears that the ceremony would go without any complications, an unanticipated guest, none other than Bill Spencer, materializes. Due to the fact that he has been loud about his indifference toward Sheila, his entrance causes shockwaves to spread throughout the gathering. Bill's motives, on the other hand, are not quite obvious. Is he interested in putting a halt to the wedding, or does he have something else totally in mind? Sheila's distress increases as she becomes more aware that something is not quite right. Her instincts, which have been refined over the course of many years of survival, tell her that danger is close at hand. Unaware of the underlying currents that are occurring around him, Deacon continues to concentrate on the vows that they are going to exchange. At the very moment that the officiant is beginning the ceremony, There is an unexpected uproar outside. Liam, who has been putting in a lot of effort to find out what Sheila has been keeping to herself, storms into the venue while carrying a file. With the intention of preventing the wedding from taking place before it is too late, he reveals that he has discovered evidence that Sheila is still engaging in her old shenanigans. As Liam turns the file over to Deacon, the gathering is in a state of stunned silence. When Sheila sees that the carefully constructed facade she has been putting up is going to fall apart, her face turns pale. When Deacon opens the file, his hands shake as he does so. Inside, he finds a number of documents that provide information about Sheila's recent activities. This is indisputable evidence that she has been deceiving him and manipulating the course of events in order to further her position in his life. Upon looking at Sheila, Deacon's eyes, which are loaded with feelings of betrayal and sadness, cause the room to become silent. In an effort to salvage what little remains of her dream, Sheila makes an attempt to explain, but her words leave little to be desired. The truth has been revealed, and there is no turning back now. When Holt's father is struggling to come to terms with the reality of the situation, she rushes to his side and offers him comfort. In light of the fact that they have narrowly avoided a catastrophe, Ridge and Brooke exchange relieved glances with one another. Having reached the conclusion that justice has been done, Bill watches the unfolding of the scenario with a smug grin on his face. The wedding is abruptly called off as a result of the truth being revealed during the ceremony. As Deacon walks away, his heart is broken by the betrayal, and Sheila, who is once again the pariah, is left standing alone. As the guests begin to disperse, Sheila is left to deal with the repercussions of her actions because they are unsure of what to do moving forward. Ridge and Brooke confront Sheila as the throng begins to thin down, and they are not shy about expressing their disapproval of her behavior. Although Sheila makes an effort to defend herself, it is abundantly evident that she has lost everything. Her stubbornness is beginning to wane. Her hope of starting a new life with Deacon has been dashed, and now she is left to start putting the pieces of her broken world back together. Deacon, who is utterly heartbroken by the unexpected turn of events, seeks refuge in the comfort of his apartment. Having made up her mind to be there for her father in his hour of need, Hope moves forward in pursuit of him. During the course of their passionate chat, Deacon acknowledges that he was aware, on some level, that Sheila was incapable of changing, but that he still wanted to think that there was also the potential of atonement. The aftermath of the failed wedding is felt throughout the city of Los Angeles in the days that following the event. It dawns on Sheila, who is more alone than she has ever been, that her history will continue to torment her. The fact that she makes a solemn promise to exact vengeance on those who have brought her to light paves the way for much greater drama in the weeks to come. As Deacon struggles to go on with his life, he finds himself at a fork in the road, even though he is aware that he cannot continue to live in the shadow of his previous errors. The agony of Sheila's betrayal is still very much present in his life. With Hope's encouragement, he starts to think about a different way forward, one that does not entail the unhealthy relationship that came dangerously close to destroying him. During this time, the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers all let out a collective sigh of relief. After Ridge and Brooke have successfully shielded their family from Sheila's influence, they now focus their energy on restoring the trust that was damaged as a result of the trauma. Liam, who has been lauded as a hero for his involvement in revealing Sheila's lies, pauses for a moment to think on the choices he made in order to protect the people he cares about. An unexpected choice is made by Deacon as the week draws to a conclusion, and it takes everyone by surprise. He makes contact with an old buddy in an effort to get assistance in beginning a new phase of his life. He is resolute in his goal to put the past in the past. There is a possibility that this unanticipated union will present Deacon with new chances. Nevertheless, it also comes with its own unique set of difficulties. Sheila, on the other hand, is not going to give herself up without putting up a struggle. It is with a firm resolve to reclaim control of her life and exact vengeance on those who have harmed her that she begins to formulate her next course of action. Nevertheless, it is possible that her ideas are more risky than anyone expected them to be, due to the fact that old wounds are being reopened and new alliances are being established. The stage is being prepared for a fresh round of drama. A new era is about to begin on The Bold and the Beautiful, one in which the stakes are higher than they have ever been, and the consequences of decisions that have been taken in the past will come back to haunt everyone involved. The wedding of Sheila and Deacon brought out the best and worst in everyone over the course of the week of May 20 to 24 on The Bold and the Beautiful, which was a roller coaster of emotions for everyone involved. It was brought to the attention of viewers that in the world of soap operas, nothing is ever as it appears to be. Love, betrayal, and the search for atonement were at the forefront of the scenes. The aftermath of the wedding that did not take place is something that the characters will have to cope with once the dust settles. Each of them will have to deal with the implications of their actions in their own unique way. Some people see it as an opportunity to begin again, while others see it as a reminder that the past is never completely behind them from the beginning. The upcoming weeks are going to be just as exciting as the previous ones, for there are going to be new difficulties on the horizon, and there are going to be old foes waiting in the wings. With its everlasting combination of drama, romance, and mystery, The Bold and the Beautiful continues to enthrall its audience. This demonstrates that even after all these years, the show still possesses the ability to surprise and fascinate its viewers.